Hi, my name is Shane O'Malley, and I'm here to tell you why animal testing is bad. Are you aware of the horrors associated with animal testing? Animal testing was started many years ago. It was started to test new medicines, surgery techniques, and cosmetics, just to name a few. The reality of animal testing is actually horrifying. There is a famous quote by Abraham Lincoln, and it states, "I am in favor of animal rights as well as human rights. That is the way of a whole human being." In my mind, animal testing is bad for several different reasons. But there are three main reasons why I think animal testing is bad. The first is because it is very cruel. The second is because it is extremely ineffective. And the third is because it is outrageously expensive. Now, let me prove it to you. The first main reason why animal testing is bad is because it is extremely cruel. Some people think that animal testing is safe and humane, but in reality, it's the exact opposite. The Society for the Advancement of Animal Well-Being says that animals feel pain too. They are poked, prodded, cut, and injected with so many different things that I can't even name them all. And just because animals can't defend themselves doesn't mean that they shouldn't be defended. The testing of mice and rats are not protected by any law today. And all kinds of animals are tested on every day, and I have the pictures to prove it. As you can see, not only are mice and rats tested upon, but also dogs, cats, rabbits, and primates as well. And not only is this extremely cruel, but this cruelty, it amounts to nothing. The second reason why animal testing is bad is because it is very ineffective. Some people think that humans and animals are very similar, but in fact, we are not. The nation's Anti-Vivisection Society states that animals don't react to disease the same way that humans do. And the only animal that is in close relation to humans are primates. But primates, they're protected by several laws and regulations that are extremely strict. Therefore, scientists are forced to use mice and rats in all of their testing procedures. And as one can see, the mice and rat model is extremely different than the human model. And not to mention, all of this ineffectiveness costs more money than you could imagine. The third reason why animal testing is bad is because it is outrageously expensive. Some people think that it is the cheapest way to test things, but in actuality, it's not. It costs a lot of money to house, maintain, treat, and give preventative care to the animals that are needed for testing. And they don't even have to use live animals in the test. There's always the option of in vitro testing, which means test tube or petri dish experiments. And I have the graph to prove how appalling the monetary difference is between animal testing and non-animal testing. As this graph shows, the monetary difference between animal testing and in vitro testing can reach as high as $500,000. That is why it is necessary for scientists to opt for in vitro tests over live animal tests in order to save innocent animals as well as money. Now, let me reiterate. In summary, the first reason that animal testing is bad is because it is very cruel. Animals can feel pain too, and they can't defend themselves, so they need someone like us to stand up and fight for their rights. Then, the second reason that animal testing is bad is because it is very ineffective. Animals don't react to diseases the same way that we do. And the human model is very different than most animal models. And the third reason that animal testing is bad is because it is outrageously expensive. Scientists should use in vitro testing to save innocent animal lives as well as a lot of money, as shown in the graph earlier that I got from the Humane Society. These poor animals need someone to defend them. Will you be courageous enough to stand up and fight for animal testing to end and the innocent lives of millions of animals to be saved? In the words of Abraham Lincoln, that is the way to become a whole human being.